There are mysteries that challenge logic, enigmas that go beyond the boundaries of the ordinary, and that seem designed to test the limits of the human mind. Among all of them, there is one that stands out as one of the most complex and enigmatic challenges ever launched on the internet. A puzzle that many tried to solve, but few came close to the truth. Its name is Cicada 3301. Before diving into this story full of codes, secret theories, and hidden societies, make sure to subscribe to the channel World in List, leave a like, and comment what you think is really behind this mystery, because by the end of this story, you may see the internet with different eyes. It all began in January 2012. On a forum known for hosting the darkest corners of the web, a simple image appeared. It was a message in white letters on a black background. The text read, "Hello, we are looking for highly intelligent individuals. To find them, we have created a test. There is a hidden message in this image. Find it, and it will lead you to us. Good luck." The signature was simply Cicada 3301. The name intrigued immediately. Cicada in translation means cicada, an insect that spends years hidden underground before emerging to make its characteristic sound. The number 3301 seemed random, but the enigma was only beginning. Within the image, there were hidden data, a technique known as steganography, used to hide information inside apparently ordinary files. When decoded, the image revealed a link to another challenge, and thus, the hunt began. The puzzle was no ordinary riddle. It involved cryptography, literature, philosophy, references to ancient authors like William Blake, and even real-world geographic coordinates. People from different countries began working together, trying to follow the trail left by this mysterious entity. What seemed like a simple online game turned into a global intelligence race. The coordinates led to physical locations in countries such as the United States, Poland, and South Korea, where posters with the image of the cicada and QR codes were found attached to poles and walls. It was as if the mystery had stepped out of the digital world and entered reality. With each revealed clue, a new layer of complexity emerged. The challenges required advanced knowledge in programming, cryptography, digital security, and ancient history. Many began to believe that only an organization with vast resources could have created something so sophisticated. Could it have been an intelligence agency secretly recruiting brilliant minds? Or a secret society testing new members? Cicada 3301 seemed to be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Amid this quest, online forums exploded with discussions. Hackers, mathematicians, linguists, and curious minds joined forces to decipher the puzzles. But few reached the end. Those who managed to solve all the stages claim to have received a final enigmatic message. Those who have reached this point have shown great dedication. Now, the real work begins. This is only the beginning. After that, silence. None of the winners revealed what happened next. No concrete information about their fate was found. Cicada simply disappeared. A year later, in 2013, a new message appeared. The cicada had returned. Another challenge, another enigma. And once again, the world plunged into the hunt. The process repeated. Images, codes, coordinates, hidden texts, and mysterious messages. And then again, silence. In 2014, Cicada reappeared a third time, but after that edition, it never officially manifested again. Now, pause for a moment and think. What would you do if you came across a puzzle like this? Would you try to solve it? Or would you just watch from afar, wondering if something dangerous lies behind it? Take this moment to leave your opinion in the comments and say what you believe Cicada really was. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to World in List. We are just beginning to unravel this mystery. The theories about who was behind Cicada 3301 are countless. One of the most popular suggests that the group was a recruitment method for intelligence agencies such as the CIA or the NSA, interested in identifying talents in cryptography and cybersecurity. This hypothesis makes sense, as the challenges required very specific skills and advanced knowledge. Another theory, however, takes the mystery to a darker level. Some believe that Cicada was a secret society with philosophical and spiritual objectives, perhaps related to the idea of digital freedom and cryptography as a means of protecting human knowledge. In one of the tests, there were references to Gnostic literature and the concept of illumination through hidden knowledge, which reinforces this possibility. There are even those who say Cicada was a social experiment, a global test to observe human behavior in the face of complex challenges, measuring cooperation, persistence, and collective reasoning. A bold theory, but plausible considering the worldwide impact the event generated. Over the years, independent researchers tried to trace the origin of the domains, servers, and messages used by the group. They discovered that everything was carefully protected by anonymous networks, like Tor, making any tracking attempt extremely difficult. It was as if every move had been planned to vanish shortly after execution. And the more they investigated, the more questions arose. Who were the winners? What happened to them after the final contact? Why did Cicada choose symbols of liberation and spiritual transcendence mixed with technology and codes? And perhaps the most intriguing question of all, what was the true objective? A former participant claimed that the group promoted the concept of freedom of information, supporting the use of cryptography to protect people's privacy against governments and corporations. According to him, Cicada was not malevolent, but rather a brotherhood of free minds seeking a fairer and more anonymous world. However, without concrete proof, everything remains shrouded in mystery. Some websites claim to have contact with former members, but nothing was confirmed. And the name Cicada 3301 remains alive, being studied by experts in cryptography, psychology, and digital behavior. The most intriguing thing is that, even after so many years, the mystery remains active. Enthusiast groups still revisit the puzzles, trying to find something that may have gone unnoticed. There are even entire communities dedicated to deciphering every fragment left behind, but perhaps the answer was never meant to be found. Perhaps the true purpose of Cicada is exactly this: to provoke, challenge, and make people think, question, and seek knowledge on their own. And here is where the mystery becomes almost philosophical. Cicada 301 is not just a puzzle. It is a metaphor for the pursuit of knowledge, for how humanity reacts to the unknown. The Cicada Enigma reflects our eternal curiosity, a reminder that in a world dominated by information, there are still secrets that escape our understanding. But what about you? What do you think is behind Cicada 3301? A group of geniuses looking for like-minded individuals? A secret agency? Or something much deeper that transcends the very reality of the internet? Leave your opinion in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to World Enlist to continue diving with us into real, mysterious stories full of secrets that defy logic. Because in the end, Cicada may have disappeared, but the question it left still echoes in everyone's mind. Was the truth in front of us all along, and we simply were not able to see it?